Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Augustine, aka Whitino, your host in the Whitino Intellectual Discourse. There's this belief that women are hypergamous in nature and always transactional in their relationships. Is this really true, or is it just a wrong perception? Okay, this is what our speakers will be talking about today. In today's discourse, we have two speakers. Jane Elendu studied educational psychology at the University of Port Harcourt, and Abdullateef Mustaqim studied aerospace engineering at the Air Force Institute of Technology in Nigeria. The topic of discourse is majority of women marry for love and not for personal gains. True or false? Okay, let us listen to Jane Elendu from the University of Port Harcourt as she makes her presentation on this topic. Jane, over to you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Jane Ijoma Elendu, and today I'll be speaking on the topic: majority of women marry for love and not for personal gain. True. I strongly affirm to that statement, and these are my reasons. Marriage at its core is an emotional and social bond. It is not just merely a financial arrangement. Now, across societies and cultures, most women places love, emotional connection, compatibility, trust, and shared value above wealth and riches when choosing a partner. Now, numerous social studies and real life experiences have shown that women places value on long-term stability and emotional connection when choosing a life partner. Yes. Now, if financial gain were the primary motive of marriage, women will be overwhelmingly marrying only the richest men in the world. But that is far from reality, because every day you see women marry men who are students, entrepreneurs, civil servants, assistants that are still finding their footies, and sometimes even students. Why? Because of love, because they believe in their partner's future, and because of emotional compatibility and fulfillment. Yes. Furthermore, women now are financially independent, they're career driven, they have access to education, entrepreneurship, and of course, no longer depend on marriage for survival. Yes. Women now contribute significantly and most times more financially in their household. Now, if personal gain were to be the primary motive of marriage, independence would have reduced the desire for marriage. But instead, marriage still holds its value. Why? Because of partnership and emotional fulfillment. However, it is important to know that while a minority of women marry for personal or material reason, exceptions do not define the majority. Financial instability is often considered in marriage, but considering financial stability does not entirely mean that one is solemnly marrying for personal gain. Now, wanting to marry a partner who is responsible and financially stable is a practical consideration and not greed. In conclusion, I strongly attest that love still remains the strongest foundation of marriage. Correct. Now, emotional understanding, mutual benefits, mutual understanding, compatibility, shared dreams contribute equally to the foundation or the reasons women marry. So I strongly affirm to the fact that, and to the topic that, majority of women marry for love and not for personal gain. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you. Bye.
That was Jane from the University of Port Harcourt. Good job. So let us listen to Abdullateef from Air Force Institute of Technology. Abdullateef, over to you.
So, good day to the judges, my fellow competitors, and everyone watching. My name is Abdullateef Mustaqim, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak at this Augustine Udefa Speaking Scholarship 2026. Today, I will be speaking on the topic: majority of women marry for love and not for personal gains, and I believe this statement is very, very true. For most women, marriage is primarily an emotional decision. Love, trust, companionship, and shared values are key reasons many women choose a life partner. Marriage represents connection, commitment, and respect, things alone that material benefits cannot provide. Although it's important to be honest, in some situations, factors such as financial stability may influence marriage decisions in some very, very, very challenging environments. However, this does not mean that love is absent. Wanting stability is not the same as marrying for personal gains. It's about building a secure future together. Now, in conclusion, saying that women marry for personal gains oversimplifies their decisions. Right? Women think carefully about who they marry. They look for love, partnership, and someone to grow with, not just material benefits alone. And that's the end for now. Thank you so much to the Augustine Udefa speaking scholarship for this opportunity. And I do appreciate your time.
Good job. That was Abdullateef from the Air Force Institute of Technology in Nigeria. After listening to both presenters, do you still think that the hypergamous women are in the majority? Both speakers say majority of women actually marry for love and not for personal gain. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've listened to Jane and Abdullateef. What are your thoughts on their presentations? What do you think tackled this topic very well? Who do you want to win the competition? This is a scholarship competition, and the winner of the final competition goes home with 100,000 naira and a scholarship, a full scholarship that will cover their school fees until they graduate from the university. So vote wisely. Who do you want to win? Do you want Jane to win this competition, or do you want Abdullateef to win the competition? Let us know in the comments section. And as usual, after 5 days, the scores from the public and the one from the panel of independent judges will be collated and a winner will be announced. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.